Hey guys, this is Junior Stardust, and today's topic I'm going to be talking about Sony Pictures Entertainment on why they should end the Spider-Man rights. But I will talk about it in a few minutes, so please be patient. Now, back in February, when Madame Web was released in theaters on Valentine's Day, a lot of people did not like the movie after watching the trailers until it became a box office flop during its opening weekend. After I heard what was everyone's opinion on Madame Web, it made a lot of them want Sony to give up the Spider-Man rights by handing it over to Disney and Marvel Studios, but both Sony and Columbia just can't and never will. I have not seen Madame Web before, although it's already out on Netflix in my country, but I refuse to check it out after I keep hearing that it was so bad than Morbius. These two spin-offs right here have received negative reviews and were never received well along with the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Whenever Sony wants to make a good spin-off film that has to be good, they did hire a bunch of talented script writers to work on those projects that know everything about the characters and its source material. Imagine if they actually work on a live-action Miles Morales spin-off film. Yeah, they would come up with a good different story compared to what we saw in Into the Spider-Verse and not focus on both the old characters and villains we got. But as for Miles' family, yes. In the past decade, Sony announced a lot of Spider-Man spin-offs like the Sinister Six movie that they announced a while ago, which we're pretty sure they must have canceled it and never heard any more news about it. The upcoming films that the studio has announced are Venom: The Last Dance, Kraven the Hunter, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4, El Muerto, starring everyone's favorite reggaeton singer, Bad Bunny, an untitled female Spider-Verse spin-off, and unrealized projects. As for TV shows, they announced a live-action Spider-Noir series and Silk Society series. Venom: The Last Dance is scheduled to come out this October, and it's gonna do well, just like the original and Let There Be Carnage did. Kraven the Hunter, on the other hand, is coming out in December, but if Kraven the Hunter becomes a huge disappointment and doesn't do well in theaters, then a lot of fans would be so angry at Sony for not letting go of the rights, or else they would possibly stop being fans of the company and their movies that they worked on with Columbia, especially the Sony Electronics. But it's just my prediction. Columbia Pictures has ruined its 100th anniversary by giving us both Madame Web, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and Harold and the Purple Crayon, which that movie gave me Lyle Lyle Crocodile vibes. Those three new movies that they have released this year have became huge letdowns, except for Bad Boys Ride or Die. Just like how both Disney and Warner Brothers Discovery had their 100th anniversaries ruined last year because of their movies that didn't do well in theaters, except the Little Mermaid remake and Barbie. CEOs who run those companies making terrible decisions and started losing hundreds and thousands of dollars. After I keep hearing and agreeing what everyone just said, so many Marvel fans just wanted Sony to give up the rights for the past 5 years. Yeah, that's right, 5 years. Back in August 2019, when Sony ended the deal rights with Disney and Marvel, Disney purchased Marvel Studios back in 2009, including all its superhero character rights like the Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Black Panther, etc. Then 10 years later, 5 years ago, 2019, when Disney purchased 20th Century Studios, formerly known as 20th Century Fox, Fox had the rights of Deadpool, Wolverine, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four, so those rights have been completed after its merger. I would say Sony Pictures Entertainment should end the rights of the web-slinging hero until 2030, after they finish working on those movies and TV shows. If Disney owns the whole entire Sony Pictures library sometime around the late 2020s, then they would cancel some of the spin-offs that haven't been complete. Sony owns the rights of Spider-Man back in 1999, 25 years ago, and they did a really good job working on those comic book adaptations. We remember ourselves that back when No Way Home came out in theaters, Fans have requested Sony to uncancel The Amazing Spider-Man 3 by using the hashtag Make Amazing Spider-Man 3 because they say that Andrew Garfield deserved more movies than staying as a duology. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 was going to come out on June 10th, 2016, but then it got delayed to May 2018. And then it got cancelled when Sony teamed up with Marvel Studios in February 2015 in favor of rebooting the franchise again, starring Tom Holland. Before, there were posts or videos of him doing workouts or doing his stunts before filming Spider-Man Homecoming. Well, technically, his appearance came out first in the post-credit scene from Avengers Age of Ultron, then Captain America Civil War, and then Homecoming. There are no news on whether or not we're getting an Amazing Spider-Man 3, but time will tell, although we are aware that the actors are getting too old to play their roles. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get notified whenever new videos get uploaded right away. And I will see you all in the next video.